Yo, yo, what's up, everybody? It's Quan here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a box fight map. It's actually pretty simple, but I actually found an easy method to make it. So, what you want to do is you want to start off by actually getting your material that you want to use. Don't know why that says button, but you want to find a gallery or a prefab that you want to make the backgrounds with. So, let me just scroll through here and find something. Let's use uh okay. Usually the like parkour maps stuff are all at the bottom. So I'm gonna use blue. One thing I typically do is I build one layer up. You don't really have to do that. That's just how I like to make my maps, but that's what you want to do. Now you can make your map any size, but I like to go 5 by 5. So build five out. Well, one, two, three, four. Okay. Yeah. 5 by 5. And then I'll build five this way. One, two, three, 4, 5. Now, there's actually an easier way to do this part. What you want to do is, it might be different if you're on PC, Switch, Xbox, or whatever. But I always you just push the select tool. You can see it here, right on the D-pad, and you hold it. All right. So that way you can select all of these. Now, and from there you can just copy all these. So one, two, three, 4, 5. And you do the same thing this side. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Now you got a completely square box. Now, obviously the next thing you need is the walls. So I'm gonna use these. And you're essentially gonna do the same thing. Oops. Same thing you just did there. All right. You use the select tool and select all of this. And, you just place twice. Actually, you can actually do it even quicker if you select all of these, the entire wall. That way you can just get it all done with one swoop. And, and boom. Now you have your box. Now you want to do the same thing to the bottom here. That way you can build a roof. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. If you accidentally do that, just click right on the D-pad again, and you can just continue where you left off. And then you just start building the walls there. I mean the roof, ceiling, whatever you want to call it. And perfection. Now you have the complete interior. Oops. Now, the reason why I built this right here, because this is the middle. Remember how I wanted to do that? So what you want to do is get your devices and get a storm device. Now this is going to be your center. That way you have a perfect center. You can click the left trigger if you use a controller to replace it. Now from there you can just change some settings. So you want your initial radius. Honestly, it can be whatever you want. I always go with no, actually I keep that there. I always put this at 5 seconds so it doesn't take too long for the storm to start. And you want your resize time to be 90. You want your damage to be 10. You want it to stay. No rotations unless you want something more advanced. But this isn't a zone war. Always 90 for the move time as well. Now you make sure you click square to save it. That's a little off. Let me scoot this a little closer to me. There we go. So now your storm is surrounding this entire thing. So now you actually have the box itself built. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to grab the team selector, team settings selector right here, and you just place that right there. Now this is going to be the same for everyone. So basically what this is going to do is whatever you put in here, every player is going to have. So, you can choose whatever weapons you want to do. It's your map. I like to go with the gold pump. Try not to use the sharp tooth pump because they look identical. So drop that in there. Let's see. And then I like to use blue AR, which I tend to have trouble finding sometimes. Give me a second here. Blue AR, blue AR. Right there. Now I like to add two shields and a single slurp. Seems like the perfect balance. Like I said, you can do whatever you want to do yourself. And you have to have the ammo. Oh, make sure you get mats too. Mats have to go in. All right. So what you do, you just drop all that there, all that there. Now I don't want too much mats, so I just split these so everyone just gets 250. Drop those, drop those. And now this is gonna apply to every player. Now it's gonna go to every player. You don't really need to change any of this. Like this is all good. Everything's gonna work out here. Um, the last thing you need to do is, well, it's like two more steps, but we're almost done. So the next thing you need to do is get your player spawner, which is right here. Let's just place this first character right here and put a drop there. Now they're gonna spawn there. Now one thing I like to do this together. You want to grab the barrier device, which is right here. Now just put that right here. Try to get as perfect to the square as possible. Now you want to make sure this is hollow, otherwise your character won't spawn on the inside. So hollow box always. Now you can change the color of this no matter what you want to do. I always do blue force field because that's where it works the best. You want this always enabled. Now what you're gonna do? You can get a time device, but I like to just get the timer itself. Let me see timer, and you just place that right here. Now what you want to do is you're gonna take this all the way down to 5 seconds or however long you want the pregame thing to be. You don't have to name it, but you do want to add text. Well, like I said, this is your map. You can do whatever. Uh, so let's see. The timer running text. You want that to be barrier drops in. There it is. Got a preset right there. So this is gonna be right there. So in 5 seconds. Now what you want to do from here is let's see. On success, it's gonna disable the barrier, which is right here. You click disable, start that. So now the barrier and the player spawn is enabled. Lastly, from there you want to select this, copy, and for each and every one of these, it's gonna automatically apply it. So you can place these however you want, switch it up, place this character here, place one character there, and it's just gonna it just works. Okay, that's sloppy, but this is just for testing purposes. So let's test it out. Okay, so I seen that I made a mistake with the text, but that's an easy fix. Okay, well, I'm stuck in here, so give me just a moment. Okay, where's it at? Oh, okay. So I realized what I did wrong. So what you need to do is make sure this is on at game start. Now click start, and here we go. There it is. Barrier will drop in 5 seconds. You have your builds and your mats. Everything's good. You're good to go. You also want to make sure these are cut off to not visible, unless you want those on. Like I said, it's your map. Everyone can do their own. But other than that, you know, that's it. I have infinite mats. That's something you can fix. You just have to go to your settings and cut that off. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna show you how to do that, and then we'll be done. So for the final thing you're gonna need to complete it, the first thing you want to do is make sure it's at the free for all. You want the spawn limit to be one. Total rounds 100. You don't have to do team rotation. It doesn't really matter because there's no teams. You don't want any time limit. And over here, what you want to do, max health, and you want to do max shield, starting shield 100%. So that way you have your all of your shield. Like you can do any of these. You want infinite builds off. One thing definitely have to do, you have to make sure you have your environmental damage off and structural damage on player built only. Hold on, player built only. It's in here somewhere. Oh yeah, oh there it is. Enemy and self built. That way it only gonna damage building material. And so you want to drop your weapons. Yep, you want to keep that on. The last thing is the siphon. If you want to add siphon, that's gonna be in here. Health on elimination. I like to put that at 50. And there we go. Everything should work out now. This is a fully fleshed out box fight made in under 10 minutes. Well, actually, I don't know how long the video actually is, but that's it. If you have any questions, leave comments. But this is your 2023 box fight. As you can see, the storm is actually moving. It's everything's moving at a good pace. I'm gonna sit here and let the storm eliminate me. But other than that, if you have any questions, like I said, leave a comment and like, comment, and subscribe. Take it easy.